You may have heard about the Rolls-Royce story, where a poor boy who had nothing turned his life around by creating his own company that manufactured cars for the world's richest people. But what if I told you this wasn't just some fairy tale or random event? This was actually all part of a secret plan that he made when he was just 12 years old. There is no doubt that Charles Rolls and Henry Royce were destined to create Rolls-Royce even before they met each other. You see, their lives took an extraordinary turn when they both read an article in a magazine called The Car Illustrated. They both fell in love with the idea of building cars, and they both worked hard to make their dream come true. Henry Royce was born into poverty and struggled throughout his early life. However, his father always told him that money didn't mean anything and that he should follow his dreams. So at age 14, Royce left school and began working in a factory to earn money. He saved up enough money to start his own business, and by the time he was 25, he had become a millionaire. Charles Rolls, on the other hand, was born into wealth and privilege. His family had been aristocrats for generations and had a lot of money. However, Charles was never satisfied with what he had and always wanted more. When he read the article in The Car Illustrated, he knew that he wanted to build cars too, so he started taking engineering classes at university. Despite their different backgrounds, Royce and Rolls had a lot in common. They both loved cars and wanted to build their own company. They met through a mutual friend in 1904 and hit it off right away. They decided to form a partnership and build a car company together. The timing couldn't have been better because at that time, most cars were unreliable and poorly made. Royce and Rolls knew they could do better. They pooled their resources and expertise together to create a car company that would become one of the most successful in the world. They named their new company Rolls-Royce Limited and set out to create the best cars possible. Their first car, the Rolls-Royce 40/50ths of a horsepower, was a huge success. It was powerful, luxurious, and reliable, exactly what the rich people of the time were looking for. Soon, Rolls-Royce became the go-to brand for the rich and famous. People like royalty, celebrities, and politicians were buying their cars. Royce and Rolls had achieved their dream of creating a successful car company, but this was only the beginning. They soon realized that they didn't want to just sell cars to the rich and famous. They wanted to make cars accessible to everyone. They lowered their prices and began selling cars to the middle class as well. This move proved to be very successful and the company began to grow rapidly. By 1914, Rolls-Royce was the largest car manufacturer in the world. They were selling over 10,000 cars per year and had factories all over the world. Royce and Rolls had changed the world of automobiles forever. They had shown that cars didn't have to be expensive and exclusive. They could be enjoyed by everyone. But their success didn't come without its challenges. As their company grew, so did the competition. Other car manufacturers were trying to copy their success and were coming up with new ways to compete. Royce and Rolls had to stay ahead of the curve if they wanted to keep their companies successful. They began investing in research and development and were constantly trying to improve their cars. They introduced new features and technologies that made their cars stand out from the competition. One of their most famous innovations was the introduction of the Rolls-Royce Phantom in 1925. The Phantom was unlike any other car on the market. It was massive, luxurious, and powerful. It was the ultimate status symbol and became the car of choice for the rich and famous. Over the years, Rolls-Royce continued to innovate and improve their cars, introduced new models and technologies that pushed the boundaries of what was possible in the automotive industry. They became known for their commitment to quality and craftsmanship. Each Rolls-Royce car is a masterpiece of engineering and design, but their success hasn't come easy. The automotive industry is constantly changing and evolving. New technologies and trends emerge all the time, and Rolls-Royce has to stay ahead of the curve to stay successful. They have to constantly innovate and adapt in order to remain competitive. In recent years, the company has been focusing on sustainability and has been investing in electric vehicle technology. They have also been expanding their product line to include SUVs and other types of vehicles. Despite these changes, Rolls-Royce has remained true to its core values. They are still committed to providing their customers with the ultimate driving experience. Every Rolls-Royce car is handcrafted with the finest materials and the latest technology. They are designed to provide the ultimate in luxury, comfort, and performance. Whether you're driving through the city streets or cruising down the highway, A Rolls-Royce is the epitome of automotive excellence. Today, Rolls-Royce is still one of the most successful and iconic car brands in the world. They are a symbol of luxury, power, and success. But their story is far from over. They are still writing new chapters every day, as they continue to innovate and push the boundaries of what's possible in the automotive industry. Royce and Rolls' story is an inspiration to us all. It shows that anything is possible if you have the passion and dedication to pursue your dreams. They dared to dream big and took the necessary steps to make their dreams a reality. They faced challenges and setbacks, but they never gave up. As we look back on their legacy, we can be inspired to pursue our own dreams. We can learn from their example and strive to be the best version of ourselves. So if you have a dream, don't let it go. Chase it with all your heart and never give up. Who knows? You might just create the next Rolls-Royce. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you. Did you know that there is a secret code hidden within the Rolls-Royce logo? If you take a close look at the wheels of the logo, you'll notice that there are 20 spokes in total. But there's a catch. Only 18 of them are visible. Why is that? Well, the answer lies in the numbers 18 and 20. These numbers hold a special significance in the world of luxury and status symbols. 18 is considered to be a lucky number in many cultures, including England, where Rolls-Royce was founded. Meanwhile, 20 represents the ultimate level of luxury and exclusivity. Together, these numbers form a secret code that sets Rolls-Royce apart from other car brands. It's a subtle way of communicating the brand's commitment to excellence and luxury. But that's not all. The secret code doesn't end there. If you take a closer look at the front grille of a Rolls-Royce car, you'll notice that there are 20 vertical lines. Once again, this is a subtle nod to the brand's commitment to excellence and its desire to provide the ultimate driving experience for its customers. So the next time you see a Rolls-Royce, take a closer look at the wheels and the grille. You might be surprised by what you find. The secret code of 18 and 20 might just be one of the reasons why Rolls-Royce has become such a status symbol among car enthusiasts. Thanks for watching. See you next time.